Our next inductee, and going to up on deck, is going to be a well-known instrumentalist, and that's Roy Rosetta. Roy was born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but grew up over in Port Arthur, Texas, there on the coast. Roy began studying piano at an early age with the encouragement from country music great, and what we all knew and loved was Moon Mulligan, who was also a family friend. His early music education concentrated on classical music. Then when in high school, Roy began playing all styles of music, and throughout high school, Roy played with many great musicians like Deacon Anderson. What a wonderful guy. He's missed for sure. After high school, Roy entered the U.S. Air Force. He was stationed up in Denver, where he played piano in the Air Force Band of the West. There were smaller breakout groups that Roy traveled with as well. His smaller group won the Tops in Blue Award, very distinguished. After leaving the Air Force, he returned to Port Arthur, where he performed different bands down there, and had the privilege of working in the hotel circuit for 14 years with his band, the Innkeepers. During this time, he did studio work for Verve and recording with many artists in his studio group. Roy also went to work for DuPont, where he was employed for 36 years while always continuing with his music. In '86, Roy was introduced to steel guitar shows. Roy quickly became the first and only staff piano player for the Texas Steel Guitar Association, the International Steel Guitar Convention, and steel guitar shows across the country. He continued this for the rest of his life. Roy worked with many bands, including Tommy Morell, Time Warp Top Hands, of course, for several different years at the Western Swing shows in Wichita Falls, Texarkana, over in Snyder, Texas. He was also a member of the Hard Texas band Pee Wee White Wing for several years, playing shows and recording. Roy also worked many gigs with Johnny Bush. In the early 2000s, Roy became a member of the Brazos Valley Boys, who we all know and love. In 2005, Roy was inducted into the Kansas Western Swing Hall of Fame. This group of the Brazos Valley Boys recorded, of course, with Hank Thompson on his last CD. It's a pleasure to induct, this time, Roy Rosetta.
Thank you. This is hard. I just want to say a couple of more things about Roy. Roy was a blessed musician. But as he always said, the Lord gave him this, but it was his job to work at it all the time, because you could always learn more and be better. And he loved working with every musician, and he loved playing for the people, because like Sherilyn said, the smiles you get is the reward. And I'd like to say also that since Roy is the only musician other than a steel guitar player to be inducted in the Texas Steel Guitar Association Hall of Fame. So that was an honor for him as a keyboard player to be amongst those great guys. And I want to thank Albert Talley for nominating Roy. Aside from me, Albert was Roy's best friend, and they loved being together and working together. And Miss Debbie is always a great love of ours. And I just want to take this time to, from me and Royce and my kids that are here today, and our son that lives in St. Petersburg, Florida, that's not here, want to thank all of you, and John especially, and the Western Swing Society of the Southwest, This is a huge honor for our family to have Roy inducted into this with all these great players today, which means they're all going in where all the great ones have gone before them in this Hall of Fame. So we thank you very much.